Greetings, greetings. Come on up here. I got a download today, y'all. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all go want to hear this download. Let me shut this window a little bit. Sometimes you gotta I don't know who need to hear this, but every other day, I don't care how cold it get outside, let that house air out. Turn off your heat and open up the windows, at least 3 windows in your home, and allow your house to air out, especially when the new year is coming, new elections and new things that's bursting into your reality. Houses are alive just as well as we are. They're portals. So if your house is constantly smothered in the same environment it's always been in, you're not giving that house room to breathe. Even if the house get cold, it don't matter. Wrap up, put some covers on. Don't take a shower early that day. Take it the night before. And let the house air out for at least 2 hours straight. Okay? So a lot of y'all be thinking y'all house got these smells. No, it's your house trying to breathe. It can't breathe, so it's giving you old gases that's in the floors, in the walls. So let that house air out and get that new energy up in that house. Ashe. And thank you for saying I'm beautiful today. Thank you. Okay, so I got a huge download, and I want y'all to stay up here because this download is simply meant for you all that's on here and is resonated to see this. I won't stay on here too long because I still have to do me some house things and get some things together, and then I also got a meeting in an hour. So I wanted to say this. Let me shut this window just a teensy bit because it's a little chilly, but I'm still going to keep it open. Okay, we are all about to witness divine unions. These unions that are coming back, it is Adam and Lilith. They're coming into your reality because that is the planetary shift now. If you look at things, even from looking at it in a spiritual projection as far as the new president coming back. If you look at his wife, she's very feminine. She's all of a woman. She's very nurturing. She's very quiet. She allow her man to do what he do, but he's respecting her as the divine feminine she is. A lot of you are about to witness beautiful unions in your life. These unions can either be platonic or intimate. It's all aligned. It don't matter what you choose to do. It don't matter how you feel like things are not coming together. It don't matter. Allow the universe to surprise you the way you need to be surprised. A lot of y'all be so in a rush to get it all together right then and there, but sometimes the universe and the gods want to surprise you. So there is a lot of engagements, a lot of weddings, a lot of preparations. You could be feeling this new energy. You can be also feeling, you know how that feeling is when you have a baby and you just feel so new. It's like something is new in your life. That's what y'all are feeling. You probably can't feel it all the way because you still trying to figure out this human experience, you're still trying to figure out this 3D shit. But you have a kingdom spouse coming your way. You have a family, a partner, a man that's going to support you, protect you, take care of that nurturing side of you, and he's going to also nurture you. These men that's coming now, these are God-sent men. These are God-sent men. You said, I want the kingdom? Holy prophetess, get your weird ass on. Do I want the kingdom? I represent the kingdom. I work and stand with the kingdom of all, even the wicked. That's called balance. So if you're running around here feeling like, oh, they're condemned to hell because they see this and feel this, it don't have nothing to do with it. Just because you don't have spiritual gifts and you don't listen to your intuition, that don't mean others can too. We don't want to walk in the footsteps of y'all. We work with the kingdom of God. We don't work for him. We work with him side by side. And we work with her side by side. Because definitely there's a mother and there's a motherfucking father. Ashe. Ain't too many single fathers out here, is it? Okay, then. So, oh, you better correct it because I'll get up on that ass. Like I said, there is a time frame that's being released from a lot of, look at this, collectively. Look at that. Soulmate. Look at that. Look at that. Soulmate energy. Listen, I'm sitting up here just shuffling. I'm shuffling. I ain't going these cards and say, ooh, let me just give them something collective. This is divine order. The planet has come back into union with the true guardians of this realm. Meaning as a woman and a man, or whoever you truly want to be with. It don't even have to be gender roles. It can be just what you're operating in. If you're a woman in masculine energy and you desire feminine energy, that's simply what you desire. Don't worry about that. That's just my sage, y'all. Because I got the windows open. Hold on. It's okay. I'm not putting it on fire. It's okay. It's alright. We ain't burning nothing up. But I'm going to show put it right here by this door. Hi. Mo, get your butt back. Get back. You ain't running out no day, my dog. Huh? So we just got here. Hold on, wait. I'm still live. I'm going to be in a minute.
But what color is my tube? What color is my box of my tube?
In a minute. I don't remember. Yours got 2, hers got 1. So, excuse that interruption, y'all. That was an order. My son wanted subs today. So, instead of spending money on somebody else's energy to prepare the sub, I just manifested that I will prepare the sub. Ashe. So, woo! Let me tell y'all something. The joy has cometh in the morning. I know y'all heard her ass say that. The joy has cometh in the morning. She ain't never lied. I've been waking up early every day. I have been going to sleep actually very late, like around 4 a.m. To the point where even if I vibrate and use my words, like vibrations, using my words, my ears will just say, both of them. So I did have a few dreams about different unions. And then 2 of my collective babies that came to me and got private readings, both of them are engaged. Both of them just got engaged. One of them is like, I'm scared of my manifestations. The other one is like, and the reason why I can say what's happening with these two of my babies that's been coming to me, you probably monthly, because we talk also off the clock, off the tarot. We talk, I check up on my babies. I check up on how they doing. And when I told them it was in their chart, it was in their energy, it was in their tarot cards, that they have jumped another timeline where it was 2. It's no longer 1. You're no longer operating out of 1 right now. The way that God love you is the way that this person is finna come in your life and love you. And if somebody come in your life and try to give you lesser than what God will give you, that is not the person for you. Sometimes they send decoys before they actually send the koi. Sometimes they will send the wicked man so that the wicked man can mirror the high vibrational man. As above, so below. If you have a karmic that's showing you a lot of ways where you don't feel like you deserve that love from them, that is because your highest conscious recognize that you have a kingdom spouse that is going to come and align you with your frequency of being in a godly union. So, remember I told y'all a few months ago that the masculines were leaving out a lot of relationships. They were still stuck in certain relationships due to spell magic. And last month and 2 months of... Look at this. Look at this. soul contract, Cupid's arrow, and wedding rings. Look at this. And I'm shuffling just to clean them up. Look at this. So I'm going to leave these out because simply Divine just really want this out. I'm going to leave it out. So last month I had gave y'all a download, and I had told y'all that a lot of divine feminines were being called to go in these dream states and pull off webs from the masculines. Even if this masculine was not for you, it was simply meant for you to go and save this man from spell work, from all these different things that women has been putting on them. If you as a woman and you was dealing with a man and you went to somebody to try and attempt to put love spells or love magic on him, you are guilty by association. You are just as guilty as the practitioner that did it, because you don't never supposed to go against the heart of free will. And some of y'all be putting these love spells on people that truly hate you secretly, and that's why they end up being narcissistic and destroying your whole reality for that moment in time being, and then you end up having to pray yourself up out of it. It's a lot of people on here that has done these love spells, and y'all be thinking that shit ain't real. Yes, the fuck it is. Because I remember back then, it was like a year or two ago, and I was like, when Spirit first started showing me, like, you have the abilities to do magic. And I'm like, I know. And I was thinking about doing this love, like, I won't say love spell, but it's the same thing. A love binding potion for me and this person. But for some reason, I just was like, nah, I'm good. And I didn't do it. I haven't learned fully about if you do it, what's the consequences of doing it. Turns out that this person was secretly envious of me. So just imagine if I would have listened to that devil on the side of us, because we all got the devil and we all got God. The devil will always be on the left. Ashe? And if I would have listened to that calling to do something like that intrusive thought, that intrusive manipulation from my lower self to do something like that, I would have been still with a narcissistic person that don't like me and would have exposed himself even more. And that's why some men be going crazy, and to the point where they bowing you or clipping you, because y'all be playing in that magic. And y'all do. But let me tell y'all something. These last few months, I have been called to go in dream states, and I have even seen 2 of my neighbors in my dream, masculine men. Good men. They speak every time they see me. They woman probably go copy off something I got. I don't never just do too much because I don't care to be with another woman's man. I don't give a fuck to do that. But the fact that they came in my dream and I was in there saving them from spell work. I got the video on my YouTube, K Nirvana Cosmic Updates. I was in there saving them. It was like webs all over these men. It was like they was wrapped up in webs. What do they call a woman that loses her husband? Put it in the chat if y'all know. I'm schooling y'all. What do they call a woman? And this in the Christian Bible too. What do they call a woman that lost her husband? A widow. There you go. First baby up there. Let me pin this. I'm about to pin it. So I'm about to tell you why they call them a widow. Because everything is tied together, whether y'all want to believe it or not. When a woman has done love spells and love magic on a man and put blood in his food, the women that do that, they either become a widow. That's why in Nas' song he said wicked wives turn into widows. Some of them, not all. However, the reason why they call them a widow, what do the black widow do? Have y'all ever learned about spiders? What do the black widow do? If you watch a black widow and you get a black widow that's outside on your window or in your house, and you put that black widow in a jar. Me and my son do it all the time. We got a spider jar over here. You put that widow in a jar. You put a feminine and a masculine in that jar. The woman, after she conceive or get pregnant with the babies, she will eat the man. In the spirit community, when you do love spells, whenever a spiritual tarot card reader can tell if a man have love spells put on him, either by his mother or the women in his life, the leading women, you will see spider webs on that man in the spirit realm. You will see webs around him, and you even will see him in a physical form, and he'll have a black spider on his arm. He'll have one on his shirt, a baby widow. That goes to show people like myself that there has been love spells and magic placed upon a black man or a god or a man, period, by a woman that wanted to do love spells. That's why in the spiritual, in the religion community, they call her a widow when she loses a man. She's a widow. But in the tarot and in the spiritual realms, if a woman has did a spell on a man, you see webs around his life. Men can do it too, but it's different with men. You won't have webs around you. Whenever a woman do any spell work, there will be webs. If she did spell work on you as a woman, if another woman has done spell work on another woman, and you have a dream and you see spider webs and you caught up in webs, that is simply because a woman did it. When it come down to a masculine doing spell work on a woman, he have to be able to enter you. Can't no man, because they don't have the gifts, they don't have the power, they don't have the connections, they don't have the support that we have. So when y'all be feeling like men be doing spells on you, no, he really just be conjuring your name with the moon, trying to call you into his reality. A man cannot do a harming or any type of spell on a woman unless he enter inside of her portals. So when y'all be thinking, oh, I got a soul connection with this man. No, he's channeling you under a moon. That's a free will. He has no access to you unless you open up your heaven's gates or your hell gates to let him in your portals. So there's a difference. And I tell women this all the time. So when I had these dreams, and I even posted some downloads, and I really want y'all to go look into that YouTube video of me talking about it. And this was back to back. Different men from all over the globe coming to me. Men I haven't even never seen. I didn't look at them in a dream state like, oh, this is probably my baby. This is probably my soulmate. No, these men were channeling us because they need help. But now we are in a new time, a new timeline, a new shift. These men has broken from a lot of these curses. And one of these men that came to me in a dream state was one of my neighbors. And do you know, after I cleansed him from that spell, y'all, I was thinking about, I had came outside to throw my trash away, and he came out there and started a conversation with me. He usually speaks to me all the time, but this time he talked a little bit longer, and he was more happy. And I hadn't told him. I don't talk to him, nothing. All I know is when he came in a dream, he showed me webs wrapped around him. He was like paralyzed. All he can do is work and come home and be stuck again. Work, come home, be stuck again. This is in a dream what he's showing me. And every time I came here to try to save him, this witch will pop up, which is the woman he's with. And this is why certain women run from the identities of the real divine feminine, because we can tell when y'all played in spell love magic. And the ones that play in it more is the people that have their face in the Bible. Because this same neighbor, I see her going to church every Sunday. Well, I don't know about every Sunday, but every time I do see her have Bible study. How I know? Because I see the little lady on my Ring doorbell, running off my Ring doorbell, and I see her walking up with her Bible cases. These people has been busted. There's no longer Jezebels going to exist on this reality and get the approval from the divine feminines or the divine masculines. That's why a Jezebel could have not been your former or future president. This is more spiritual than physical. Jezebels have no more lineage. They are done. Because the divine feminine, we don't care about you twerking your ass. The divine feminine, we don't care about you doing what you do. But when you mess with people's free will and you mess with the heart is when you cause yourself torment. How dare you look at a man because he got riches and he got a heart of gold and he got a God ability to be as loving and forgiving as God. And you look at that man and you pray on him and you do spell work and you cook for him and put things in the food to keep him coming back so that you can have control over a God created man. You think that's what's wrong with the Jezebels. They think they got away with something. When a divine feminine was the ones over here breaking off the motherfucking webs on a black man or a man, period. I told y'all some of y'all was going to be caught in spiritual realms to save your divine masculines. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I have been meeting some beautiful, masculine, God-bodied, spiritual men. Cheating don't work, nothing work anywhere. If it's low vibrational and it's not aligned with the frequency of the planet, which is union and it's karmic, they will clip off or you can harm yourself. Divine masculines, I've been telling y'all for the longest to get up out of these relationships with these karmics. Karmics, I've been telling y'all got somebody too. Just get up out of the relationship because y'all are putting yourself in danger too. If the planet is no longer operating out of Jezebel karmic relationships, people will start to either lose their lives or people will lose their mental ability to concept anything on this realm. You will be like a vegetable walking around just soulless because you were called to get out of these situations that's hindering you. We are in a different timeline. We are in a different zoning where a lot of people were finna be separated and cut from your reality. I have a YouTube video that I just posted as well, but we are finna go through, not finna go through, it's already happened. It's a split. So if you in heaven in the conscious, right? Heaven and hell is consciousness. If you in heaven and you're conscious and you still operating and dealing with a person that's existing in hell, they see life as death. You see life as just existing and beautiful. They see the same tree that you see, but you see beauty and life in that tree, and they looking at how to build a pencil house, how to make something out of that tree. So you can't be in heaven and dealing with a person that's existing out of hell and you're no longer being called to. You're instantly gonna repel them out of your life, or they're gonna repel themselves because they know that they cannot stand the energy. Thank you so much, baby. They cannot stand the energy of the divine conscious energy. The masculines is coming home, divine feminine. And if you masculines are on here, put some blue and red hearts in the chat, masculines. Because the masculines are just as ready for the divine feminine as the divine feminine is ready for the masculines. The masculines are here. They have been getting tarot pulls. They have been asking me how to release things. They have been coming and coming and coming and coming to try to get these downloads. They may not be as vocal, as verbal as we are, but they want this shift just as bad as we do. These masculines suppressing too. They tired of giving up their youth to, they tired of giving up they flow of energy to karmics that can't produce, not even just produce children. I'm talking about produce creation, produce healing, produce herbalism, produce spiritualism, produce spiritual protection for the divine masculine. The divine masculine is tired of walking around here without his shield. And you know what the divine masculine shield is? A spiritual goddess. That's his shield. So when the divine masculine be around here walking around with these karmics that think they are that, the divine masculine is unprotected. And you wonder why he was craving other women. A man will always crave power, no matter what. Not saying he's going to take power from the divine feminine. What I'm saying that that's in his nature. So if you with a man and he's constantly cheating on you, you is not his person. Any man craves power from a woman that can heal him, feed him, nourish him. So if you are a Tatiana that don't care too much about his existence, he's going to always crave a divine feminine. I don't care how she look. She can look like this, or she can look like a letter D backwards with a nice fat booty. You hear me? But he will always crave DF. Any man that I have ever spoken to and told these words to, that man couldn't do nothing but sit there in pure silence and look at me and say, in my eyes, like, you true? That's right. Men not just know, oh, we just want to be poly. Oh, we just want to cheat. Men crave power. I don't care how low vibrational he is. I don't care how vibrational he is. Why do you think certain people men that's in straight power, if they don't got the powerful woman at home, but she look powerful from her appearance, he's going to still have a side, which is going to give him and feed him. It just sometimes these karmics have a way of taking the man's energy and playing with it. And sometimes men allow things to happen just to see how far it will go. They do. Sometimes men already know you ain't for them, but they want to see how far it will go. How much would you destroy? So I got a friend, y'all. And this is a good friend of mine. On my grandfather's birthday, this friend reached out to me because I needed that, though. I was going through some things. I was, hurting from the fact of losing my grandfather. But at the end of the day, I still love my grandfather because my grandfather hasn't went anywhere. He's still here with me. Ashe. Ashe. My friend called me and all he can do is vent. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all some of these masculines that was coming to y'all was going to be friends, father figures, brothers that you always wanted. Not every man that entered your life, divine feminine, was going to be someone you supposed to lay with. That was never finna happen around this season, and you were being tested. I told you all that. This man couldn't stop venting, and he's a very nonchalant man. He don't like to tell his business. He don't like to do none of that. He wanted to truly be heard and seen. When he's speaking to me, all I see is webs around him. But I'm allowing him to speak. I'm zipped. Nothing is being said to me. I'm allowing him to tell me his story and answer his questions. He asking me questions. What do it mean if every time I buy a car and I let her drive it, she crash it? What do it mean when this and that and that? I'm telling him. And he's turning around and say, yeah, because I think she possessed. I said, you answering your own questions. You just using me as somebody to just witness you answer your own questions, divine masculine. He said, we've been trying to have a baby for 2 years and we can't. I think it's because she ain't for me all the way, but I love her. You answered your own question, divine masculine. The planet is no longer finna allow karmics to carry babies of powerful men. That's not finna happen. The universe, the planet is not about to allow a divine feminine to contract and to conceive a baby from a wicked man. The planet is no longer in that category anymore. Now, if things would have went different, it could have been. It could have went in a couple of more years, but it didn't. It shocked us all. Like the gods do. God loves to shock you and wake you the fuck up. Sometimes you won't even understand why the fuck you ain't conceiving. It's because you're not with a man that love you wholly the way God love you. In order for any of us to even conceive children, that person got to have a percentage of love to connect to our spirits and not just our flesh. Anywho, this friend, the reason why I can talk about this is because this friend, for one, we never agreed to have it private like that. And for two, nobody know who he is. And I'm not going to tell deeper insight. What I'm going to give y'all is a true example and experience of what I deal with on my daily basis when I have to mute and hear what the masculines are saying. When I tell you this masculine is a beautiful soul, he go to work, he pay all the bills, he keep his car, he keep his shit together. It's just he got a few different feuds. He got a little drinking problem. He drink every blue moon, but he's not an alcoholic. He's not somebody that's just sloppy with it. He just have his little moments and he chill. He's very nonchalant. Don't talk a lot. Flat out. It even shocked me that he wanted to let me know so much about him. After this man confided in me, I could have did this. This a fan ass man. I could have been like, shit, she fucking up. Let me hop in. That's that karmic in us. That's that Jezebel. I'm good. I don't want him. If we go want a man, allow him to heal thyself before we even condemn ourselves to that nature, that nurture. So 3 days went by. I have a dream. Boom, this dream so deep. It's a woman and it's a man tall as him. But he got beam lights around him. He like a beaming light. But the closer he is to this woman, the dimmer he get. And when she kept looking at me, she was hiding her left hand. No, she was hiding her right hand. I didn't see a hand on this woman. She just standing there by him. The more he stay in her energy, the more she drain him. She drained him. I can't really see her face, but I can see like a shadow and like a beak. And then I can see her fingers. They look as if they're webbed like a duck and a swan. A black swan is just webbed, right? She's hiding her right hand. Spiritually, I told y'all, the left hand mean release, the right hand mean receive. When your right hand has been cut off physically, that is because you tried to hide your hand from God. And God is a receiving God and he's a giving God. So when God gave you that ability to receive from the heaven gates, and as a woman, by birth, by right, by nature, you is God's best friend, Ashe. You work with God. You don't work for God. You work side by side with God. So when the gods cut off that access, women too, when the gods cut off your right arm, you have been removed from receiving from the heaven gates. I called him. I ain't never seen this woman a day in my life. I called him. I said, call me. I got a message for you. I called this man. I'm nervous. Because it's so much I want to tell him. It's so much. But I know his peanut brain at the moment won't really fully comprehend it. And he won't fully understand it because he's just not as spiritual as I am. But I can send some little spells. I can spend some little protections. I can pray for him and send him some things that can help him align himself to his higher self. This man got on the phone with me and I said, she's hiding her right hand. She's been removed from the access to receive from the heavens. Do you know this man told me this woman physically got into a car accident a few years ago and her right hand was taken off. Put this on everything I love. He said, how would you know this? He was trying to be calm because he's still nonchalant. But he said, how did you know? I said, baby, because the divine showed me that this woman will always bring chaos and destruction because she has done something either in her past life or this life that she's done to fuck with the heavens energy. He said, I said, where did the car get hit at? The one she just got in another car accident with him. I said, where did the car get hit at? He said the left side. I said, whew. I couldn't do nothing but almost speak in tongue. But I had to calm myself because it was going to scare him away because he's not fully aware of this. This is real life, y'all. This man, I still got this man number and everything. That's why I said some of us were being called to rescue these men from these karmics. And we did that. And guess what? He's no longer with her, right? Ashe, y'all. He's no longer with her. His car got out. Ashe, y'all. His car good. His job good. He good. And he's been having the withdrawals and feeling alone. Ashe. But like I told him, this was going to be a journey that only you can get yourself out of. Right? When he said the car, his recent car, he got a white car he just bought. When he said it got hit on the left side, on her side, I said, it's not you that's going through stuff. It's her. She's done something in the spirit realms. Whether it was love magic potions, she did something to a child, she did something to a man. She's done something to where the gods cut off her access. She can redeem herself, but she have to go through some challenges. However, the left side only hit her, and when a car crash happened, it's spiritual. The left side hit her because that's the energy she's attracting. She's attracting destruction. She's attracting chaos. She's attracting things that can hinder your life and your way of traveling. She's attracting it. So the negative forces don't want you, my brother. It won't her. So after I told him that deep download, he went back and told her. I don't give a damn. I would have told her in her face. But them type of women hide and run from the divine feminine like me. He said, oh, she tried to message you, but she said she blocked you. She said you went and checked out. You knew too much. You knew her. So da-da-da-da-da. Turns out, when he came over my home, because I let him come over because something had happened, he said, go see if she blocked you. And I checked my phone. He giving me the name. I'm like, and I don't even know her name on Instagram. And I said, yeah, she blocked me. So I said, but I don't give a damn. I don't care. He showed me her photo in his phone. She is missing that right arm, indeed. And when he showed me her, believe it or not, y'all, I crossed paths with her. We went to the same high school. She was in one of my classes. She actually dated one of my cousins. I promise you this shit. And she was pretty in class, but she was spiritually always a mean girl. But she used to fake it with me, even in school. Because I remember one time we was in school, right? High school. I'm popular. I didn't have the riches on the nice clothes and stuff, but I was very known in school because I was a peace bringer, but I also stood for the truth. Always been that way. We at the lunchtime. We in the lunchroom. All my homegirls sitting at the table. It's a long table. All my homegirls sitting on that side. All my homegirls sitting on this side. Two of my homeboys sitting on this side. Mind you, I know some of the most famous basketball and football players that graduated in our year because I was just cool with everybody. She was one of them sitting at the table, and I haven't even told him this. Just by seeing her photo, I don't remember names, but I remembered seeing her, and she crossed paths with me in his life. I remember getting up one day because my sister was sitting at the table with me. And my sister was telling me before school that every time I don't come to school, people treat her bad. But when I come to school, they treat her good, and they basically kiss her butt because I'm there. So that ain't right. So two of my main hitter homegirls, these my babies, Shay, I ain't gonna say her whole name, Shay, and Nicholas. I'm gonna say just Nicholas, but them two was my hitters. When I tell you, if I called them and I'm not at school, and I tell them to go check on my sister, they already checked on her before I called them. When I tell them, hey, what my sister eat today, they already said when they went to the store, they got her some chips. They knew I wasn't coming. Them was my babies. My sister told me that I got up at the table. All the girls on there like, yeah, saying my name, like we talking, we vibing out, and something just happened, and I got up over the table. I'm standing in the front of the table, and I looked at all of them. It's like the lunchroom got quiet. I looked at everybody at that table in their eyes, and I stood up, and I said, let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, none of y'all is loyal to me, and I owe any of y'all loyalty. Do I trust you? Nah. Do I convert with you? Yeah. And I'm 16 saying this. And she was one of them, like, I love you, boo, I love you. I said, girl, you don't love me. You don't even love yourself. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, keep treating my sister some type of way and watch all you motherfuckers fold. And when I tell you I had it, I said, y'all owe my sister an apology. And everybody at the table was apologizing to my sister. This at 16. Everybody was like, we sorry, we ain't mean to treat you like that. We ain't even treat you like that. And everybody, it's like the lunchroom got quiet. They like, who done pissed her off? She normally cool with everybody in here. Who done mess with her? That bull came out. So the moral of the story is this woman always has some demonic forces on her. Let me tell y'all something. The divine feminine has always been here. And the fact that this man came to me and vented to me about some wicked stuff that was happening and occurring in his life, and I was able to release the webs from upon him. Just like I released them from my neighbor. Just like I released them from my homeboys. Just like I released them. My homeboy, the one that was talking about the girl. Every time I check his stories out, he's having a ball. His car got out. He's met another woman. I told him there were 2 women in your energy, and these 2 women were not the ones you were supposed to be with. I told him, I hope this don't scare you, because I'm not trying to scare you. But I've been called to put on a cape and help these divine masculines get up out of these love spells. So, this planet no longer can operate out of karmic. And if it is karmic, it shall perish and it will be removed. This is what the planet is coming into. Union. The ancestors, the angels, divine union. God and his person. Adam and Lilith. This is what's coming into union now. And then I'm not even going to say coming. This is here now. Your tribes are here. Your families are here. Your lover is here. The lover that's going to love you the way God himself and herself love you. There's many gods. Your person is here. He's healed out of this karmic situation, and he is here. The Jezebel's magic and love spells no longer work. The man is probably only staying just to collect a little bit more documents before he leaves. When y'all seen them presidents, well, I'm going to say Obama, Barack Insane Obama. When you see him and his person, did it give feminine and masculinity? No, it did not. The planet was not in union of God and Goddess. A lot of y'all are about to receive the help that you always needed physically. Because for so long, the divine feminine has been out here doing it alone. She only can contact the masculine archangels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Urican, I can't never pronounce the name, Urican or something like that. We have only been contacting the divine masculine gods to protect us. Because for so long, we was out here balancing both, doing both in order to awaken our masculine men and our feminine women. But it's no more need for that. No more need for that. It's here, but this is coming, and it's coming so fast that you won't even be able to fully grasp it. It will scare you, because when you're in the presence of God in a human flesh body, it will scare you. It will offend you a little bit. That's because you are finally getting to witness a God, beautiful God body man. I don't like to say God fearing. I'm going to say a God body man, meaning that somebody that has awakened the God within themselves. If they said in the Bible that God created everyone in his image, in her image, they didn't say her, but I'm saying both. That means we all have access to contact and convert with the God body energy that we all have, the Christ conscious. There's no one lesser or greater than. Trust and respect everyone's journey. Not everyone has been awakened. Not everyone will be awakened. Some are simply meant to keep certain things the way it was, and some are meant to change things into what it can be. Know your purpose, know your position. I'm going to pull one more card. Yes. Woo, what'd I just say? Chariot. Fast movement. What is that? A God up there. What I say? This man is on his horses. Whew. These men is on their horses. You know what I see right now? Ooh, it's like a back in the day battlefield, right? But people expecting the divine masculine to go to war. But the divine masculines are on these horses, and they are going to tribes to rescue their divine feminines. They are on their way to the divine feminine. They said, fuck the wars. Let's go get our feminines. We need them. They need us now. We got Coffee Cup coming out, meeting and talking, meeting people new, feeling elevated, building friendships, savoring the moment. Baby. The karmics is left out in the cold, and they're going to forever feel like that. You can't fuck with God and God's people. Whether y'all believe in what y'all believe in, it don't matter. You don't judge nobody else for what they believe in. You don't condemn nobody else to hell. You have no authority to come in somebody else's existence and change shit around. We got twin flame at the end of the deck. Twin flame. Yin yang, balance, union, duality, complement, polar opposites. You can't come in my house and tell me to move my furniture around to accommodate your motherfucking energy. That's how any of you should feel. When people want to come in there and condemn you to wicked or this or that because you do things this way and differently, you can't tell me to get a new car to make sure you can fit in my car comfortably. You better get your ass on. The divine feminine is no more in people's pleasing authenticity. We no longer give a fuck where you sit at. You want to leave or you can go. There's the dough. The divine feminine has been taken advantage of for far too long, and they had a Jezebel up there trying to run for president, and you motherfuckers fell for it the moment you seen it, when you couldn't even see the light or the darkness in her. You seen pure wicked. The divine feminine don't mind ruling, but the divine feminine actually like her space. She step out of a blue moon. She don't want to be seen all the time. She don't care to be noticed by tribes of people. She do it because this is her purpose, and the divine feminine is needed here, and we need to remember and awaken and show our divine feminines we're not alone. A true divine feminine, I don't really think she will actually run for president. She might. But the divine feminine believes in sacredcy. She's like a crystal that only a few can come near. She will let you see things, and you will feel as if you seen nothing if you're not vibrating high. Her presence alone speaks more power than her actually motherfucking tongue and her words. She demand respect when she walk in any room. She can be in a market in a tutu with a motherfucking pair of J's on, and she still would demand respect. Y'all really thought a Jezebel was gonna... What if I told you... Now this deep. What if I told you that Biden was under spells of a woman? What if I told you I seen nothing but webs all over that man? And that's why children cried. Yeah, he's wicked too. But Biden was put under a spell by her. And that's why he was losing his cool. The moment she got in office with him, the moment she started to do it, and she was actually running things. She's not even a full she, but she may be. What if I told you the divine feminine made me seen and repelled her instantly? She didn't even have to say anything, and I already knew what she was up to. Why you think he started losing his marbles? And it may have looked like Massa was whooping her ass, but no. She was actually doing him in. She was the one changed the shit up in the schools. She was the one who was attacking the children. I told y'all, the woman can be the devil too. because she know the power that the divine feminine hold. And one thing she would do, rather than going out silently, the wicked woman will always go out to represent as a woman so that others can attack the divine feminine. She sacrificed herself so that we can be attacked. But it's no longer working, Ashe, because the joy has cometh in the rising. The joy has cometh in the rising. Mr. Thrump, he's with a feminine divine goddess. I don't care what she is, where she's from. She is a feminine, nurturing goddess. She is a womb man, a woman filled with nothing but feminine energy. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. She barely talk, but when she do, she catch you, she hear you, she sense you. And she's always go step out and look as a beautiful being she is. That's why she say much. Y'all think she don't love that man? She loved that man everything. That's why he's so protected. Because he got a divine feminine on his motherfucking hands. That's why they fixing everything. And that's what I seen in his wife. Now, I ain't got to go choose sides just to choose sides. I stand for what's right and what my intuition ring on. That woman is very feminine. And some of you may think my loud way of communicating is masculine. But Rid, if I told you it was dark feminine energy, the one that can rule. The one that can put you in your motherfucking place when you have been disobeying the divine order that this planet is supposed to operate on. Mr. That's what I called him, Mr. because I don't want to say no names. Y'all know I don't really like to say a lot of names because I don't really remember names. I know the soul, the spirit, and the energy that you possess. Some of my collective babies, I remember a few of their names, but not all. Been saying since birth, divine feminine are far more powerful than anything. Yes. We be the ones protecting our men. When y'all was going on wars, they don't tell y'all this back in the day, but this back in ancient days. When our men was going on wars, it would be tribes of women and goddesses walk on that where they was going to have that war at. And we will lay on our knees and hands and ask the universe to protect them and bring them home. When our men used to go to war, we used to get on, when we was on horses, when they was on horses at the time, we will walk up and we will feed the horses apples and give the horses love and tell the horses to bring our husbands back home. And we will pray and we will speak affirmations on the palms of our the horses that our husbands traveled on feet. And I bet you them horses brung our husbands home. I bet you the battle was won. We didn't have much executions back then. We didn't have much of that. We didn't even just say, please, God. We didn't beg God. We demanded the protection because we are our own God. We called in forth of our energy from the highest realms to demand protection over our people. That's what the true divine feminine do. That's why they call her a praying woman. And we put a lot of fear in people, as we should. The Bible did tell you to fear God. You really thought God was the one created all this and wasn't go send some gods down here to help restore it? Yeah, we was sent down here to build and fix the shit up that y'all broke. We up here fixing pipes that y'all fucking broke. We birth gods. Fuck you talking about? We birth gods. So you saying divine is demanding fear and wickedness. No, you saying that. If that's what your brain can comprehend, that's simply because you're not vibrating on a frequency to actually understand exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we demand our protection. We demand what's rightfully ours by birth, by nature, by spirituality. Now, if you can't comprehend that and your name is Goddess on here, then you need to go do some shadow work to understand exactly what you have. We don't beg for mercy. We don't beg for attention. We don't beg for anything from lesser than. We don't beg God. If we go up to God right now and bow in front of God, God go stand us up and say, what you doing? You sit with us. You don't bow to us. They don't want you to bow to no one as a divine feminine. You giving all your rights and power away when you bow and just, thank you so much. No. What y'all talking about? What you talking about? The universe don't hear. Now that's when the universe be like, what the fuck is you on? You tripping. It gotta be in the water. When you be like, please send me my man. Please send me my car. Please send me this. Please give me this. Please give me butt. Please. The universe be like, what the fuck she begging for when she has access to it? She just gotta align her frequency and call it to her and demand her protection, demand her respect, and demand her true authentic self. What is she talking about? It's in the water. Fuck is y'all talking about? Feminine energy rules the motherfucking world without even saying it. Vibrating in your truest feminine energy is what be noticed by the planet and the gods. I love you all. Ashe, I'm out of here. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining this live. Thank you so much for hearing this beautiful download. You are coming into union with the planet because the planet is in that frequency. Anything that's karmic and do not serve you shall perish and be repelled out of your life. You are not in a frequency of begging and pleading for things that you already rightfully have rights to. You are no longer finna be disrespected or tolerated. You are respected as who you are. And those who attempt to not respect you, we don't have to do spells. We don't have to do and verbally hurt you. All we got to do is drop a tear. And the tear we dropping not from sadness. The tear is dropping because we simply didn't want to do it to you. But when we send a frequency off of a tear from our eye, your life is doomed. And that's simply on you. We don't cry because you broke us. Sometimes we cry because we simply didn't want to see you the way we see you now. And we know we got to leave you behind. And we can never fuck with you again. Don't play with the divine feminine. Don't play with her. Play with the people that's in your life that's been playing with you. We're not here to play, but we're here to have fun. We're not here to destroy, but we're here to create. But we will destroy if we need to. We're here to love and bring balance. We're here to love as God loved. That's why we forgive all at every journey of self. We don't judge the Jezebel because she's the Jezebel. We only have something to say about it is when the Jezebel try to elect many other Jezebels, such as children. We don't have nothing to do with how the wicked woman operates. But when you constantly go against the code and the universal laws, we are here to send judgment ASAP. We don't judge a woman at her journey. We don't judge her off her appearance. We don't judge her at all, actually. We actually love her. But when you come fucking with the divine feminine is when you see another side. And most often, they call us wicked and evil. I'll call me evil too if I just took all your power from you and left you with nothing but flesh. Yeah, that can be evil in your story. We don't mind being evil in your story. Karma, we are the karma. That's why we be careful with what we do and say out here. We be careful how we judge others. We be careful with what we think of others. Because we don't simply want to think that. That's an illusion. It's in the water. We love every woman. The divine feminine is a woman's woman. She stands for rising women. She don't want to rule over other women. She wants them to rise and be up at the top with her. Women are our own universes. So sometimes we won't always see eye to eye. But what we can do is we can disagree to agree. And we can respect each other as our journeys continue. Sometimes a Jezebel is meant to be a Jezebel to put men in a place for mistreating divine feminines. Sometimes low vibrational succubus men are meant to put certain Jezebels in their place. It's all in order. But when you fuck with the children, is when your life is shortened by the divine feminines and the divine masculines of this reality. Give everybody their free will. You don't go against people's free will. I don't read cards on people without their approvals. Some of y'all be on here listening to tarot card readers that's pulling on people, the dead or whoever, without the approval. The most as a tarot or a prophetess can ever do, or a spiritualist could ever do, is channel something that has come and knocked on her spiritual door to get their message out. That's what we do. But when it comes to pulling on people, that's like breaking the entry. You don't break in somebody's house simply because you want to know something about them. Or you should be arrested. Ashe, I love you all. Thank you for joining.